Daddy Rich back at you again, keeping it real, I heard some interesting shit today on the news to where, I heard our president giving a speech or something to that effect, since the Pope is here today talking about lifting poor people up out of poverty. Well, I think we done passed that already, because that Affordable Care Act should have been replaced with something like Affordable College Act. You know what I'm saying? Man, I would cut off my right arm right now to get a college degree. Been trying for years. I've been paying money off for an old school loan I had, for truck driving school that I got back in the 80s, just to try to get back in there to get me some type of degree or some type of trade that I can really use. I got little kids now, so that over the road ain't for me no more. Not to mention, I just refuse to lay Mary Jane down. Like I said before, she the best girl I ever had, never broke my heart, never disappointed me. She soothes my mind, but the bitch do fuck up my memory. I can't remember a goddamn thing, But, back on the serious tip, man, for all you young brothers out here, man, that's doing what you're doing, don't think I don't feel you. You're hungry, you're thirsty. I used to be hungry and thirsty, but I grew to understand that, taking from your brother or your fellow man, you're never going to get ahead. I used to steal thousands of dollars, man. I'm talking about thousands. I done had 100,000 before, and I'm going to tell you right now, 100,000 ain't a lot of money, man. So, when you think you done knocked your buddy or knocked your neighbor down the street for 5-10 grand, done took their life for a little 5 or 10 grand, you ain't did shit slick, man. You gonna pay for that shit in the long run. Trust me, I done did it. I know. My sister asked me today, bro, how did you come about this big change about yourself? And to be honest, I didn't have no straight answer for it. I know I used to, just do evil things. I can't say if I was possessed or just straight out greedy. I saw you motherfuckers nowadays, y'all see the motherfuckers with the 24s, 26s on their car. You just can't wait to have it. Well, newsflash, after all the material shit is gone, or when it ain't worth nothing to you no more, your mind gonna be in a different place. When you have kids and something to live for, your mind gonna be in a different place. And when your mind go to that different place, to that better place, that's when God gonna start whooping your ass, making you pay for what you done did. Because he doing me right now. But I'm old enough and wise enough to appreciate that ass whooping, because it keep me in line. It keep me having love for my fellow man, instead of thinking about myself all the time. I got kids to think about, and I've been had kids, I feel so bad for my oldest 2 kids, because my mind wasn't like it is now, and I spent all my life in jail while they was growing up, so they pretty much got cheated, out of having a father around to raise them right. My oldest son, he in prison right now, because I wasn't there. Like I told you before, man, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. Well, I'm telling you, we've been voting for these Democrats for 100 years or better now, and we getting the same results, looking for something different, looking for something to lift us up, But like I said, our president really blew his chance, when he came with that affordable health care shit. I was so disappointed in that shit, because I just knew, being a black man, coming up the way he did, he wouldn't be president if it wasn't for a college education. And any successful person, most of their success come from having a college education. Look at all the people that done gained success and fame and fortune, that didn't get it with a college education. But the first thing you hear them talk about is going back to school. even though they got it all, you know, but they smart enough to know knowledge and wisdom is the key to money and power. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why it took me to get to be 50 years old to understand that type of shit. Like I said, you know, I was raised by the streets too. You know, I was doing home invasions and motherfucking carjackings and counter jumping before they even had names for the shit, you know. And like I said, I was stealing hundreds of thousands of dollars. I ain't got shit to show for that shit right now, you know. That's because it was ill-gotten. You know, if you don't know what that means, it means you didn't get it legitimately. And excuse my grammar or the way I put words in the sentences or whatnot, but like I said before, I got a GED. You know, I ain't got no college education. Which, like I said, that's the one thing that will make me quit smoking weed. Even though weed, to me, I don't know, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. First of all, when I was young, man, there was no such thing as ADHD. Even though I believe I had it, now looking back, you know, my kids got it. I couldn't sit down in school for shit, man, you know, and I started smoking weed when I was 9. And all my mother knew is, you know, at a certain point in my life, my grades just started getting so good. And that's because when I'm high and focused on something, I'm focused on that. You know, when something captures my interest, like science and history and things like that, you know, I focus on that shit because it's got my whole attention, you know. And, you know, with weed or without weed, you know, I do my thing. Now, it ain't for everybody. You know, some motherfuckers can't handle weed. Some motherfuckers smoke weed and get paranoid as they can be. Same with crack. You know, they smoke that motherfucking crack and just peeking out of windows, I done seen motherfuckers crawling on floors looking through carpet. You know, I got 2 aunties. It kind of messed me up because both of them used to smoke, and I remember back with me, you know, I used to get out too. You know, I ain't gonna sugarcoat shit. You know, and my one auntie was looking in the carpet one day, and she found some white, put it in her pipe, and it wasn't a rock. So she turned to my other auntie, "Goddamn, bitch, don't you clean your house?" And that was some funny shit to me, because, bitch, you ain't got no business being on the floor. Okay, now when I was in prison, you know, when you go to the hole, all you got really in there to read is the Bible. So I was reading the Bible one day, and I came across a verse where Jesus said to love your enemy, you know, like you love yourself or some shit like that. And the first thing I thought was, goddamn, you know, Jesus must have had some better dope than I'm smoking on right here, because how the fuck do you love your enemy? And then, you know, I figured it out one day by accident. You know, me and my nephew was coming home from a show one night, and 2 brothers, a brother and a Hmong dude, a Hmong brother, you know, decided they wanted to rob us. Even though we walking, you know, a motherfucker walking obviously ain't got no goddamn money. But, you know, for some reason they felt we did and decided they want to rob us. Well, me being the type of motherfucker I was, you know, all my life I've been the robber. Not saying that was a good thing, because it was totally fucked up. And I'm sorry about any victims I ever made out of a person. But anyway, the robbery didn't go so good, and the boy ended up shooting my nephew. Now, when we got to court, my nephew couldn't make it to court, so I felt I owed it to him, seeing that he damn near died, to be in court for him. And, you know, at this point, I still didn't understand that verse in the Bible about loving your enemy as you do yourself. But while I was in court, man, I broke down like a baby, because it hurt me so bad to have to sit at the DA's table, for one. And then when I looked over at the young dude, which I never really remembered how he looked until then, hell, when I looked over at the table, I saw me. You know what I'm saying? 30-something years ago, 40 years ago, I saw me. You know, and right then and there, I start feeling a little compassion and some form of love for this young dude because, first of all, I know he didn't mean to shoot my nephew. You know, I hit him so goddamn hard he couldn't help but to squeeze that motherfucker. You know, and then secondly, I knew what he was headed for. I knew where his life was going from that point on because once you enter them prison doors, you pick up so much information, so many other ways to do crime, and you know, to be honest, when you go through a prison door, you going through college for
hard knocks.
For hard knocks, yeah, hard knock college for doing wrong. Matter of fact, I got out of jail. The first time I got out of prison, I knew so much new shit as far as getting money the illegal way. It was ridiculous. But like I said, it never lasts, man. Right now, I work a job. It's only a part-time job, you know, but I've been working this job for 2 years, the longest I ever worked a job. And that's because I broke myself out of that mode, that democratic mode of, you know, give them welfare and food stamps, and we always got their vote. You know what I'm saying? And that laziness, after so many years, it just create a laziness in you because you always know you can fall back on the government, and that's what the Democrats want, man. They want to always be able to control you, and that's how that affordable health care or Obamacare come into play. They know if they can control your health, goddamn it, they got you. You know what I'm saying? You dependent forever. You know, and I refuse to be, and I'm gonna tell you something, the Republican Party has been that way for years. You know, I mentioned in the other little cut we did, you know, how, you know, Abraham Lincoln was a Republican. Abraham Lincoln freed the slaves. The Republicans freed the slaves. So how the fuck did we get to be Democrats? And like I said, you know, they hoodwinked us, you know. Here, let me give you a little of this, you know, we love you. You know, we the Democrat, we love you. Them rich-ass Republicans, they don't want to do nothing but, you know, take away your welfare and food stamps, how you living on the streets. So motherfucking far from the truth is unreal. First of all, Republicans, this country was built on God, man. All the principles of God, this country was built on. That's how we got to be the country that we are, the most powerful country in the world. But, man, God has got to be pissed off, man, because we totally took God out the country, man. You know, like I said before, man, when I was a kid going to school, even though I got in trouble as a kid too, but nothing like the shit after they took the Ten Commandments or the Lord's Prayer and the Pledge of Allegiance out of schools. You know, they need to put that shit back so bad, and all they got to do is look around and see the world and see how this country is right now. Man, if you don't think we need that shit back in schools, you done lost your motherfucking mind. And how any motherfucking Democrat, you know, claim to be a you know, God-fearing person or this and that. Not saying all of them ain't, because you do got some good Democrats. You got motherfuckers like Bill Gates. Is Bill Gates a Democrat? I believe Bill Gates is a Democrat, ain't he?
I don't know what he is.
Well, if he ain't, I want to say this. Bill Gates give back like nobody else gives back. You know, even though he got more than most people to give back, but, you know, Bill Gates give back to schools and colleges and shit. Like, he believe in higher education. He know how he got to be where he is. He know it was school. You know, nothing but that. And, man, I just feel like we've been betrayed and hoodwinked by Obama, man. You know, like I said, man, I shed tears when this man became president because I thought it had never happened in my lifetime, and I just knew it was going to be a big-ass change. You know, I thought this country was going to transform in a way it never transformed before. You know, and this motherfucker come with some affordable health care that I didn't need because I had Badger care at the time. But then as soon as Scott Walker jumped his ass into the motherfucking presidential shit, they take my Badger care away. You know, man, true enough, I feel bad about you dropping out the race, but, man, fuck you for taking my Badger care away, man. I ain't even get to use it, cuz, you know, keeping it real. I want to also touch on, you know, how you know, man, black people, man, we smarter than we portray to be. You know, man, I see young dudes out here, man, selling dope and shit. And like I said, you know, I can't knock y'all, man. I used to do it. Right to this day, I'm still hustling. I'm not selling dope and no shit like that, but I gotta hustle to pay my bills and take care of my kids. You know, I don't know if you've been through this before, and I know I can't be the only one, but I'm paying child support for the for my kids that I'm taking care of anyway. You know, man, all my money ain't my money. When I make money, it's our money. Me and my kids, you know what I'm saying? Whatever they need, they mamas know they can call me and they'll get it. But then, you know, women being dirty like they do, not all of them, you know, they want you to pay child support. They just got to put these white people in our business, white and black alike. You know, I need to quit doing that. I find myself doing it from old habits, saying white people, because
that's
they
another way they can control us.
Right, exactly.
The child support can take us to jail. Then we really can't do shit. Man, we can't see our kids.
I can't even sell a motherfucking car without taking money to child support, even though I support my kid every day. And the kid that I'm paying it for is in prison and grown.
Oh, you can go do a modification.
I did. I went and got it modified, and it's down, but still, you know, it just don't make sense, man. You know, and that I blame that on my kid's mama, except for one, and she know who she is. God damn it, she keep it real, always kept it real with me, man.